I hear a car horn outside my window. I hear the screen door squeak. My baby walks in, says, get up of that pillow. Daylight's burning as we speak.
What's up, guys, and good morning. It is a bright, beautiful, sunny day. It's already 70 degrees up here. The sun is shining. There's a couple clouds in the sky. It's gonna be a really fun day today. We've got pretty much everything we need to get Terry back into tip-top shape. We just got a lot of cleaning, some components that need to be replaced. Today is gonna be the overhaul of Terry, or at least the finishing of the overhaul of Terry.
Oh, bopping away, hopping away.
We need to replace the water filtration system, and then the water heater. I don't know exactly what happened, but I turned on the water pump and water was spewing out of the water heater itself, so it needs to be replaced. Now, I tried to get a furnace. I couldn't get a furnace, so I got the parts to repair the furnace. That's gonna be the hardest part of this job.
Looking for buried treasure back here.
I know, I think I'm gonna have to climb my whole body in here.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do the gas line, and it's like the gas line's on the far end of the water heater, so I'll do the water lines, and then I'll do the gas line.
Under the palm trees in the California sun,
You having fun, Lika?
sand underneath our feet, the morning's just begun.
Scary.
Okay. So basically, there is like the availability or the option that we could take the bed out, and then like all the pieces of platform that go down on top of the bed are like screwed down pieces of plywood. I would really prefer to not have to like disassemble all of that to work on the furnace. I think I can unscrew the furnace from the back. We can slide it out. If we can't get it out far enough to undo the ducting that's attached to the back of it, then we'll have to like crawl in this hole. And hopefully I don't mess it up, because I don't know if I talked about this before, but I tried to find a replacement furnace for this, and like these RV furnaces, they're like $500 to $800. You know, they're like not super expensive. The only furnace that I could find that was this model number was on eBay. It was used, and it was $1,700.
What?
I was like, what? Like, they don't make it anymore.
So you didn't buy that?
No, I just bought the parts to fix this one.
Okay.
Because really, like, this one works just fine. It's just that the fan makes a lot of noise. It squeals really bad. And so I got a new fan, I got a new motor, I got a new fan housing. I got like everything to revamp this one, right?
Wow, I hope this works. It's always super funny to me that Trent just like knows how to do all this stuff, and most of it is just like from years of trial and error experience, or like doing his own YouTube research and just trying it out. And the other day my dad's garage door opener broke, and so he called Trent and had Trent help walk him through it over FaceTime how to fix the garage door opener. And Trent kept saying, yeah, you have to adjust the forces. And to someone who doesn't know what that means on a garage door opener, like my dad, he was like, the forces. And even me hearing it over FaceTime was like, is this like some weird Star Wars instruction? You have to adjust the forces? But those are like the actual, that's what it's called when you're adjusting the force and the pressure of garage door adjusters. Do you love being able to teach my dad how to fix things?
Yeah, I love it.
And you got it to work?
Yeah, of course. The funny thing is like if most people were getting ready to sell this trailer, they would probably just list it for like a specific price and be like, come take it or leave it. It's got these problems. You'll have to fix it, and they'll sell it for whatever. But I like doing projects. I like working on stuff. It like brings me joy.
And honestly, like we would never feel comfortable selling something that partially didn't work.
It's the peace of mind of knowing that you're selling somebody something that totally works, everything is legit, they just have to hook up their truck and go. There's not like a bunch of repairs they have to do, and like you're not selling somebody else your mess.
Yeah.
You're selling somebody else something that works. It's the same thing we did with Pamela Vanderson. It's like it makes me feel better.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go.
Wish me luck.
Oh, he's going in. Oh my goodness. Whoa.
To write you this song. 2 hours a day, 5
Big.
months a year.
Nice.
You too long.
This is our electrical panel. Okay. It's all plug and play. Some of these bolts are like deep in there, and I just don't really know how I'm supposed to like actually undo those bolts to remove the motor and the fan. But all you gotta do is just start taking everything apart piece by piece. Maybe I'll take apart too much and I'll have to put too much back together. But if I put it back together with all the right new parts and it works, we're in business, baby.
You keep blowing me out, I keep holding you in. I keep
Disconnected.
asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt? Why do you still hurt?
What?
Hey Trent. What's that?
It's the motor.
That just goes inside that big old round thing?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. All right, well, I got about 1 load of bedding and stuff taken inside, and then this little guy woke up, and his nap was a little bit shorter than normal. I tried to sing him and rock him back to sleep, and he is wide awake. He is not having it. He wants to help and be out here with us. You want to help, Leo? You want to help? Okay, so we are going to tag team this together while Trent and Brandon finish up the furnace, the water heater, and all the stuff on the underside, on the underbelly of Terry. How's progress out here?
I think I could probably put it back together. I don't know.
Very reassuring.
I'm gonna try.
How's that old back of yours
It's my
doing?
knees
Oh,
being kneeling on the concrete. So I got the new motor put in.
Mm-hmm.
I got the both fans put on. And we did find out that the old motor had a bunch of play in the shaft. That's what was making the squealing noises. What most likely overloaded the electrical circuit, popped the breaker, which caused all of the power to shut down, which caused everything to freeze and break. So the fact that I didn't just go ahead and get the furnace fixed when it started squealing cost us a lot of problems and mess and just
Cascade of emotions.
you live and you learn, you know? It's one of those things. It's just like when you have a car and it starts making a squeal noise or a grinding noise and you're like, oh, I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. I learned in my younger years that when you fix it later, you fix 10 things and you
Yeah.
could have just fixed one thing. And now I'm learning the same thing with the travel trailer. Basically, the way that an electric motor works is it's basically the opposite of an alternator, which is there's a lot of coils of copper wire inside here, and then there's magnets inside it. And for those of you guys that don't know, the way that you generate electricity is running a magnet like perpendicular across metal, and copper is a really good conductor. And so alternators use that action to generate electricity, and then an electric motor is just the opposite version of that. You're just sending electricity through the copper, which moves the magnets, which causes the motor to spin. Now, this motor has worn out, so you see all that play and slop in there. That should be so firm that you can't move it at all. And if I move it from one side to the other, the magnets are just sticking.
Trent, why do you know all of this?
Because I studied to be an automotive technician in high school.
You actually retained it, though. I don't remember anything from high school.
Actually, I just made all that up. So perfectly.
Whoa! On your head.
All right, Leo, this is what's called break time. So after we finished putting the furnace back together, we got this platter of cookies. We put these cookies over here so that we can have a little break.
Yeah.
We have fleeting shade. We've probably only got about an hour left of shade, if that. And then you're gonna have to go somewhere else where you can be in the shade, and we're gonna install the furnace.
Can you say, okay? Okay.
All right. As soon as we get the furnace thrown back in there, I basically just have to plug it in, put the gas line on it, attach the 3 pieces of ducting, and I believe that there is propane in the 2 propane tanks on the front of the trailer, so I can hopefully open those, and we can test this and make sure that it all works and that there's no issues.
Even though it's 1,000 degrees.
Even though it's 1,000 degrees, we're turning up the heat, baby. Once that's done and complete and we know that it works, we can get out the new water heater, install it, then we can put in the water filtration system, and then it's really just cleaning and organizing the rest of Terry, and she's ready to go.
Perfect. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. First install of the day. Pretty confident that it should go nice and smooth, but I guess you never really know.
Any extra space there, huh? I do have to climb back in, plug everything back in, and hook all these ducts back up. Oh, I feel like this was bigger earlier.
Before break time?
Yeah.
Before those cookies?
I like I get a little chubbier.
That hurts. 2 hands? Yeah, that hurts.
Ow, that wrench is so hot from sitting in the sun.
Oh, be careful.
Okay. Oh no!
What'd you forget?
I didn't hook the electrical up.
No.
Dang it, I gotta go back in there.
Oh man! That looks funny.
This would be a really bad time to test how ticklish you are.
For me? I'm way too focused to be ticklish. Oh!
I got ticklish anyway.
Oh.
Success?
Nice. And you've dusted the whole thing with your belly now.
I feel disgusting.
So now we fire it up. See if it works. Quick spoiler, things did not go as planned. But that's okay. We're always ready to roll with the punches and be grateful for the little things in life, especially good food.
Well guys, after long, painful days like today, we are extremely grateful for the little things in life that make you smile, like Green Chef. And Green Chef is the sponsor of today's video.
Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic company that makes eating well easy and affordable with dishes for a variety of lifestyles, including keto and paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. They use high-quality, clean ingredients you can trust that are seasonally sourced for peak freshness, and their recipes are quick and easy with step-by-step instructions, tips, and photos to guide your cooking.
I cannot stress to you guys enough how easy these Green Chef meals are and how amazing they taste. There's not one of them that goes to waste. We absolutely love Green Chef, and if you guys are looking to make your meals a little bit easier, maybe a little bit healthier, Green Chef is definitely the answer. You can click the link in our description or use code Trent and Allie 135 to get $135 off across 5 boxes, plus free shipping on your first box. Go to greenchef.com for more details. We gotta put the new water heater in first, or else that gas line will just be open.
Okay. Like Christmas.
It's Christmas for somebody else, because we will never use this water heater.
That was quick. You put it all together really easily. Now you're just connecting the wires for the water heater.
But the water heater is brand new, the door is reused. These water heaters come in one size, but they fill the whole of different sized water heaters. So some water heaters were this big, some water heaters were this big, and when you put in these tankless water heaters, they're always the same size, so you have to buy the door separately.
That's convenient.
So there was no need to buy a new door because the door was in perfectly good shape. So we just reused the door, put in a new water heater, and now we can hook up the propane and test this puppy.
All right, let's do it.
I wonder if we should fill up the tank with some water though. Well, the thing is if we're gonna test the water heater, we may as well have water run through it.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, if water goes through it, I don't think it'll turn on. It doesn't go through it.
All right, cool.
Which means we need to do the water filtration system now.
Oh my gosh, of course. It's fine. We're just gonna install every single thing and not test any of it until everything is done and fully installed.
This part's actually really quick. It's just a couple little quick disconnect hoses and Bob's your uncle. All right.
Oh, really?
She's in.
That was fast.
Yeah. All right, so now that we have the water filtration system replaced where it broke and blew apart, and then we've got the water heater replaced, we've got the furnace all fixed up, all the lines and everything is connected, we can fill up the water tank, pressurize the lines, connect the propane, and start testing everything.
Wow.
It's a good day.
All right.
Turn that yard hydrant on just a little bit. A little bit more. All right, while I'm filling this up, will you go inside and turn on the water pump and try and pressurize the lines?
Okay.
Oh, the air out of the system.
Okay. Nothing coming out of that.
Well, that's because all 3 of those tanks have to fill up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got way bigger problems than we thought. It's a good thing there was bowls and cups right there.
Hey. Hey.
We hear you, Leo.
What happened? Oh my goodness.
All right, so I did replace the water filtration system because as you guys saw, it exploded and all of the canisters were broken, and that actually is not the only problem with the water system, believe it or not. Everything was full of water when everything froze, so we have another line underneath the sink in here that's spraying water somewhere, and the only way for me to find it is to turn it back on and have it spew even more water, not to mention the bathroom faucet needs to be replaced because I think water froze inside of it and either caused some seals to go bad or cracked some plastic inside because it's leaking out of very strange places. This is a mess. We could get out of here. Okay.
So basically you're trying to just see where you think it might be dripping.
Yeah, I'm trying to diagnose the leak.
And everything is wet, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah, but there was a lot of water. I mean, it was spraying out of somewhere. I just didn't look.
While it was happening, yeah.
Yeah, so
So now you're gonna look.
go ahead and hit the water pump and I'm gonna try and figure out where it's coming from.
Let's see, it's not a great view. I'm gonna turn the pump on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh. Stop, 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 stop!
Ah!
Oh. That's a lot of water.
Oh my gosh. It's coming out of everywhere.
Can't tell if that just needs to be put back on. Oh no, it's broken.
How do you know?
Because there's broken pieces inside it.
Did we explain this fully? I don't know. The system froze this winter and the lines were not drained. So all the lines were supposed to be drained of water and winterized if you're not going to be in a trailer during the winter. And we didn't do that.
Because we were going to keep it heated through the winter.
Because we were going to keep it heated through the winter, because this was basically our guest house for when people came and visited and ended up staying the night. We were also dealing with Leo being in the hospital, and just like a lot of other things took priority at that time. And by the time we came back out here and found this, there were already major issues. So we just like turned it off and decided we'd deal with it in the spring. And now we're dealing with it. And we're dealing with all of it.
Also, the heat tape that was keeping the yard hydrant from freezing, that was also plugged into Terry. So when the furnace died and it pulled all that electricity because the motor seized, it popped the breaker, which shut down all the power in Terry, which shut off the furnace. I mean, the motor was seized, so it was already going to get like cold in here, but it shut off all the electricity, which was running the heat tape. That's why the yard hydrant froze. That's why all of these pipes in here, it's all because of the motor in that furnace.
Wow.
Now we have a brand new motor and a basket full of problems.
How are things looking in here? Whoa! Oh my goodness.
Not good. Why is that?
Oh my goodness.
See how that's all bent?
Yep. We could get out of here. Go.
It's turning into a little bit bigger job than we thought. Well, it's all broken from freezing. So like, all the connections are like on crooked. Can you give me those channel locks?
Alrighty.
So literally the standpipe just broke off of there.
Oh. Because it had busted because it was frozen and it expanded.
I think it froze and expanded. The good news is we can just jump into our Amazon history and buy
Exact same
two
thing.
faucets and the shower thing that we used, and like no customizing that needs to happen. We just bolt everything back on.
Yeah, that's true. Are you having fun out here, Leo? Little Leo.
Where's your mom?
Little Leo. Hello. Hi! Yay! That's right! Basically, we turned the pump on the first time and I was starting to bleed out the lines to get the air out of the lines. And I turned on the kitchen, everything was, starting to work. And I run over to the bathroom to open up the faucet and it was like suctioned closed. I couldn't even open up the faucet and water was just pouring out of the base of the faucet onto the floor. Very strange. And now it is completely disassembled. You want a light?
The drill has a light on it.
See? Oh no, I broke something.
Your shirt matches the cabinets.
So hard.
What do you mean?
It's just
There's a lot to diagnose.
no, just to take this faucet out is like such a major pain in the caboose. Needless to say, things are not going according to plan. We thought we had a couple things to fix on the trailer to get it up and ready into sales shape, and we've got some massive issues in here. Again, if this was, somebody else selling this, maybe they would just say, come and get it for whatever price and you fix all the problems. We don't want to do that. So we're going to jump on Amazon and buy all of the original faucets that are broken and frozen and destroyed, and we're going to replace them all with a brand new version of the same thing, so everything will be brand new, and then it should be good. But we're probably going to have to wait at least, a few days for all that stuff to show up, so we can't keep doing that. But I am going to come out here and install the propane tank, and once I get the propane tank installed, we can test the furnace and at least see if my fix there was successful or not. so I went ahead and connected the propane tank up there. We don't have anywhere to set it because it's just floating. So Brandon is holding it. I'm gonna come inside, turn on the furnace. We're gonna see if we've got action or not. All right, fan kicked on. Fan sounds really good. And by really good, I mean it just sounds normal. Okay. Oh yeah, baby. Furnace is fixed. If I would have just done this small project last fall, I wouldn't have to do all the things I have to do now. But at least we got the water heater replaced, we got all that stuff figured out. I'm gonna come in here and shut the furnace off so that we don't continue to blast hot heat into here. You can close the valve on that propane tank, Brandon. All right, it's not that big a deal. It's a couple faucets, couple fittings, and then we'll be good as new. We still have to clean it out in here a little bit and get rid of the bedding, but just maybe one more solid day of working in here and we'll have it done. I am really happy and really proud that the furnace project turned out so good, and just hearing that thing run sounds brand new, just so nice and crisp. I'm really proud of how that turned out, especially because that was the most extensive part of the entire project, is having to like disassemble that whole thing, replace the parts and put it all back together. You know, it's not rocket science, but it was a little difficult. So glad we got that done. We got the furnace, or got the water heater installed. Now we just got to go look up some faucets.
Leo, I don't know if he's teething. He's got one tooth. Maybe there's the second tooth coming in. He's been having some weird sleeps, and his nap this morning was really short. So he's been kind of like cranky, tired, but not really wanting to go down. And he wants to be like held and rocked to sleep, which is fine. He's going through something. But luckily he just fell asleep. So hopefully that's like a nice, real long nap. And while he's sleeping, we can be super productive was my goal. But it sounds like we are at a stalemate here with Terry.
Yeah, I think we just gotta probably get some of this stuff back inside the trailer and then
Have an otter pop.
Go order everything and sit on the deck.
I picked up some peaches yesterday from the store. I don't even really like peaches.
Sell them, they're not soft.
I had one this morning.
Is it good?
It was falling off the pit.
Oh,
it was
really?
So good.
I thought they felt kind of hard when I picked them up.
Today they're ready.
Just took one day.
When the morning's standing at your door, brighter than no mornings come before. Don't be late, my dear. Life won't wait.
You like peaches?
I do.
Oh.
Love peaches. It's perfectly squishy.
Oh, good.
You ready for the juice to get all over my chest? Like that?
Oh yeah. I actually learned that I think I'm more of a fan of nectarines. They're like pretty much the same flavor, but they're not a furry skin.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think I ever buy nectarines. I don't ever really see nectarines.
Peaches are better.
Maybe I'm not looking, yeah.
We were in South America, we kept buying nectarines and we thought they were peaches.
I remember that. We had a lot to learn. What are you doing over here? Yes, I know, dogs. I know. Are you crawling? You are? Hi. Yeah, come over here.
Well, today kind of unraveled into a much bigger project than we were anticipating, but I did get all of the faucets ordered. They will be here in a little bit under a week. Yeah, are you happy about that? Yeah. I'm glad we got the furnace fixed, and I'm glad we got the water heater replaced. Really now it's just, you know, half a day worth of labor with some new parts that we're waiting on, and then just cleaning the rest of Terry. She'll be ready to go. Hopefully right in time for our trusses to show up so we can move Terry out of the way, put the trusses where Terry is. Then we got to get a machine so that we can get the trusses up on top of the building and start nailing them in place.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna drive the machine. We got this.